Today we're going to find the volume for prisms. And the formula to find the volume for a prism is the area of the base times the height of the prism. So let's do a few examples here together. First, we're going to go over how to find the volume for this rectangular prism. The first thing I'm going to do is identify the base. The bases, remember, are congruent and parallel. So these two are my bases, and in this case they are rectangle. So to find the volume, it's the area of the base times the height of the prism. We know that the base or the bases are rectangles, and in order to find the area of a rectangle, it is length times width, which is 9 centimeters times 17 centimeters. And once we multiply that out, we get 153 centimeters squared. Now, to identify the height is what's between our bases. So our height in this case is 24 centimeters. Now I have all of my information in order to find the volume. It is the area of the base times the height. And once we multiply those two, we get 3,672 centimeters cubed. Remember, our units are cubic. The next one is going to be this prism right here. If you recall, like I said, our bases in a prism are supposed to be congruent and parallel. So let's look at the top and the bottom. It looks like both are parallel, but they are not congruent. These two to the side seem to be congruent, but they are not parallel. So then the front and the back are our bases because they're both congruent and they're both parallel. So I'm only going to outline those bases here. These are trapezoids. So to find this volume for this trapezoidal prism is going to be the area of the base times the height. To find the area of this base, like we said, it is a trapezoid. It is going to be 1/2 times the height of the trapezoid times the sum of the bases. The height of this trapezoid is 25.7 centimeters. And then we have base 1, which is 15 centimeters. Again, these trapezoids are congruent, therefore this right here will also be 15 centimeters. And the second base, which is 37 centimeters. Once we calculate all of that, we get that the area of the trapezoid is 668.2 centimeters squared. And then our height is going to be 20 centimeters. Now all I have to do is plug them into my formula. I know that the area of the base is 668.2 centimeters squared times the height, which is 20 centimeters. When I multiply these out, I get 13,364 centimeters cubed. Let's do one more. Again, I'm going to identify the base. Again, they have to be congruent and parallel. In this case, it's going to be these triangles right here. And to find the volume, it is the area of the base times the height. Since these are triangles, we have to find its area. And to find the area of a triangle, it is 1/2 times the base times the height. In this case, the base for this triangle is 9 feet. And the height, which is also known as the altitude, is going to be 7.6 feet. Once we calculate all of that, we get that the area of the base is 34.2 feet squared. And the height for this prism, which is between the bases, is 13 feet. Now all I have to do is plug it in to the formula. Their area of the base, 34.2 feet squared, times the height, which is 13 feet. Once we multiply that out, we get 444.6 feet cubed.